Hey guys, Jaws of Shark Reviews here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Star Wars The Vintage Collection Return of the Jedi Darth Vader. So here he is, and before we take a look at Vader himself, let's just take a look at packaging real quick. So here it is, and so it's like all the other main Vintage Collection figures. They're packaged kind of like the old school Star Wars figures from like the late 70s, early 80s. And now this figure was released last year for Return of the Jedi's 40th anniversary. I picked this figure up around November, December, somewhere around there, but now I finally decided on reviewing this guy. Partly because a few days ago was May the 4th. And anyways, here it is. Get the Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary logo. Obviously, now that anniversary is done. You got the logo right here. Darth Vader in parentheses, Death Star 2. That's because, well, this is him in his final moments right here, as you can see. And here's the plastic bubble which she was packaged in. And you get a nice reference to Kenner, the original manufacturing company of the Star Wars figures up until about like the early 2000s, I want to say. And so right here you get some other figures from the same wave, so you can just take a look at that if you want. And got all this right down here as well. And that's pretty much it for the packaging. So pretty darn simple there, because I mean it's not like the bigger boxes I typically show off in some of my other reviews, where there's like multiple sides with that, just only two sides. So but anyways, let's bring Darth Vader right back here, and so here he is in all his Vadering glory. I don't know, but let's start off here by taking a look at the head sculpt. And pretty nice. Well, this is him actually with his full helmet on, and I'll show off a bit more in a bit, but for now I'll just take a look at the rest of the details. And of course, got cloth here for his cape, and also his like little skirt piece here. And you got like this kind of rubberish plastic here, this like little flap. Pretty nice. Got lots of nice details. I mean, it's pretty typical on a Hasbro Darth Vader figure, but still nice to see all this. I filled up the cape. Not a whole lot here, but at least the silver paint did continue here into the back, so that's good. And so that's pretty much it there for that. But that's not where it ends. Nope. Because I just want to make sure this is all focused here. So you can remove not only the helmet but also the mask. So let's go ahead and remove the helmet first, and there's that. And I do appreciate that Hasbro went out of their way to kind of add some like detailing in there inside. I think that's pretty nice. And so let's take a look more at the mask. And really nice. I've always found like the shape of like the mask without the helmet to be kind of funny, because he's got like, almost looks like he's got like one of those sort of buzz cuts or whatever, where it's like it's only like the top of the scalp and that's it. I don't know. But there's that. I do like the kind of copperish paint that they got here in some of these like little squared areas. And now the back here, get a little glimpse of his true head. And so without further ado, let's do a face reveal in a similar vein to how it was for audiences back in 1983. And there you go. So there's the Vader head sculpt, or I guess Anakin Skywalker. And I do like it. It does look a lot like Sebastian Shaw, I think that was the name of the actor, and it does match him pretty nicely. And I do like they got the scars there, the burns. I mean, he was burned pretty badly in Revenge of the Sith, so that explains all this. Yikes. Is that like his brain you could see inside of? I mean, probably not, but I don't know, it kind of looks like his brain. It's probably just the burns, though. Yeah, pretty nice. Yeah, I always like it, like, when on, like, some of these Vader figures, like, when not only could you remove, like, just, like, the helmet boss, like, individually, both the helmet and the mask. I always kind of dig that. And even add some silver paint there. So, I mean, Hasbro really wasn't lacking with this guy, like, they went all out. And I quite dig that. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Now, actually, this piece right here is a separate piece. It can kind of rotate around. But what's really the point in doing that? Yeah. So let's go ahead and put the mask back on and the helmets. There we go. But that's not where it ends for the accessories, because he's got some more. So firstly, he has a cut off wrist, and yeah, after Luke cut off his hand from his wrist in the movie, yeah, wouldn't want to be in Vader's shoes in that moment, but. Anyway, so you can remove the right forearm right here. Kind of comes off, it's a bit on tight, there we go. And so what we want to do is just kind of want to push this in right here. And there we go. So he's got a very metallic looking cut off wrist, which makes sense because, I mean, you know, he had all his limbs cut off by the end of Revenge of the Sith, so he was basically just a walking zombie in a way, because I mean, like, this whole thing right here, like we see on his chest, that's basically his life support system, and it travels them everywhere. But yeah, there he is with that. So I suppose if you want to take this off, this is pretty much how Vader / Anakin Skywalker looked in his final moments. And yeah, I guess he was Anakin by that point again, since, you know, he redeemed himself. So yeah, let's bring back this arm piece. And by the way, yes, the hands are removable, although it doesn't come with any alternate hands, but I guess it's nice if you want to, like, mix and match with other Vintage Collection figures if you want to. And the last two accessories are his lightsaber. One has the blade ignited, and the other one's just the lightsaber when the blade's not ignited, I guess. Let's take a look at the this one right here. Very nice. Got a little gold paint for the bun section, and yeah, so there's that. Now for this one, there's kind of the same stuff as before, just now with this plastic blade, and no, you cannot remove the blade. I mean, it makes sense since, you know, they include a separate piece, but I think that works because sometimes, like, when Hasbro has these, even for like the Black Series figures, it like they always like have a tendency of coming off, and it's quite annoying. But yeah, so that's pretty much it there for the accessories. Well, actually, let's give him his saber. Actually, before we do that, let's do the articulation since we haven't done that already. So, head can swivel, and that dog will not shut up. I think I've stated in a previous review that's not my dog; it's neighbor. So. But anyways, so yeah, head can swivel side to side, can look up about this much, and down that far, and I guess if you want to skip our look at the posability, there we go. So he does have a shoulder movement, although it's a bit hindered, actually quite a lot hindered because of this chest piece right up here, but he could move it back this much, because there's a bit of like a slit right here that allows you to get a bit more movement, and you can move the arms outward that far. I think that's the main reason why there's a slit, because you know, so that way you can kind of get a little more movement. Or is that supposed to be there? Yeah, it's supposed to be there. Just want to make sure. And he does have he doesn't have a bicep swivel really, but there's a ball joint here for shoulder, so you can do that. And there's like a bit of a swivel just above the elbow, so I guess that kind of counts as the bicep swivel, except not really. But yeah, speaking of the elbow, he does have a bend at the elbow right there, and the wrists do swivel. The waist also does swivel. It appears to be on the ball joint, so you can kind of get a little bit of wiggle movement there. And legs can kick up this far. Unfortunately, only back this far because of how this all is right here, and can move outwards that much. He does have a thigh swivel, a bend at the knee, and an ankle pivot, and the feet can rock back and forth. So that's pretty much it there for articulation. Pretty nice, you know, especially for a small figure like this. But I think that's kind of the whole idea with the vintage collection figures. You know, they're in very simple boxes, you know, kind of in a nostalgic way, but the figures you get inside they get, despite being small, have like tons of posability. So almost like Black Series, but just scaled down, and about half the price. So yeah, pretty nice posability. Let's bring in Vader's saber as promised, and come on, get in there, and there we go. So yeah. Now, anyways, for the size comparisons right here, I'll just do the problem with this guy is like he's a real pain in the butt to stand up. Like some of my more recent reviews, I've complained about, you know, how hard it is to stand my figures up, but this Vader here, I mean, man, he's got like these wimpy little feet, and with like this big cloak in the back, makes it really difficult. All right, stay. But yeah. Anyways, for comparison here, here's just this random Luke Skywalker figure. I was trying to see if I could find any other Vader figures in the scale, and I couldn't find any really, so I just settled on this Luke Skywalker one I saw right here. Obviously, it's not from the vintage collection, or maybe it's an older figure, but it's definitely not a modern one. It's pretty outdated looking, but I guess there's that. I think it's a decent scale, so especially since Vader is pretty tall, especially after, you know, having his cyborg parts attached. But yeah, there's that. So you can get a final duel right there, and yeah. So that's pretty much it there for the size comparisons. Yeah, I wish I had, you know, a little bit more, but that's all I could really find. So yeah. So there you guys have my review for the Star Wars The Vintage Collection Return of the Jedi Darth Vader. And oh man, I fell. Yeah, before I press play and continue to record this, he just kept falling over. It's like, come on, just stay up. But and yeah, of course, the pose right here, I'm trying to get him in as the it's the very first pose we ever saw Vader in A New Hope. When he first came in, he had like his hands on his hips. But yeah, so you know, overall, pretty nice figure, I'd say. You know, especially for the scale. Posability is pretty nice. A little bit fiddly, but yeah, still pretty good. Of course, stability, not really that good, as you saw just a few seconds ago. Detailing and paint are probably the highlight of this figure. I mean, especially with the helmet and stuff, and his unmasked head. I think, you know, overall, like the scar detailing and stuff, I think that looks near perfect. And what else? And I do like his fair share of accessories. You know, the both the lightsaber ones and his cut off hand, and of course the detachable helmet and mask. And yeah, so I mean, yeah, lots of play value right here, and I think, you know, it's a pretty solid figure. I mean, not really much. I can't really say much about him because, I mean, it's kind of your generic vintage collection figure, but that's still pretty nice. Nice addition to the collection. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say here. So yeah, anyways, guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share for more, and comment down below what you guys think of this figure. So anyways, guys, as always, may the Force be with you always.